Welcome aboard! In today's video I'm going to speak about present simple tense, also known as simple present. I'm going to explain the structure, I'll give you some time expressions, and I'll also clarify when we use this tense. Let's see the structure. To form present simple tense we need a subject plus bare infinitive. Bare infinitive is the infinitive without to. If we have the verb to speak, the bare infinitive will be only speak. If the subject is I speak, I swim, I run, etc. This rule will apply to all subjects except third person singular, he, she, it. For third person singular, we need to put the bare infinitive plus s, which means that it will be he speaks, she speaks, it speaks. Let's see now the proper conjugation in affirmative. I will take the verb swim. I swim, you swim, he swims, she swims, it swims, we swim, you swim, they swim. How you can see, we added the extra s for he, she and it. But it is important to say that sometimes we don't just add extra s, we add es. When? Here you have to remember some consonant sounds, and when you see them at the end of the verb, you need to add es. Some of those consonants are ch, like in the verb watch. In third person singular becomes watches. X, like in the verb fix, fixes. Sh, like in the verb wash, washes. S or double s, like in the verb kiss, kisses. Z or double z, like in the verb fizz, fizzes. And also the verb go becomes goes, and the verb do becomes does. To conjugate negative and interrogative in present simple, we need an auxiliary verb. And the auxiliary verb for this tense is do, and for third person singular it is does. Let's see the negative. We need subject plus auxiliary verb plus not plus the bare infinitive. I do not swim. It is very common in English to contract the auxiliary verb and the part not, which means that do not will become don't, shorten, and does not will become doesn't. For the conjugation of the negative forms, I will use the contractions because I personally think that they are more common and more natural. So let's see the conjugation. I don't swim, you don't swim, he doesn't swim, she doesn't swim, it doesn't swim, we don't swim, you don't swim, they don't swim. For he, she and it, the auxiliary verb is does, it's not don't, and this actually shows us that this is present simple tense. That's why you need to remember that when you have the auxiliary verb, you don't change the bare infinitive of the verb. Interrogative or questions. Let's see the conjugation. Do I swim? Do you swim? Does he swim? Does she swim? Does it swim? Do we swim? Do you swim? Do they swim? Again, for he, she and it, we don't add anything to the verb because we already used the auxiliary verb does, which is showing us that this is present simple tense. Let's see the short answer forms. If the question is, do I swim? I would say, yes, I do. Or no, I do not. Or no, I don't. Shorten. What if we have a question word in front of the question? Sometimes we may have what, why, when, how much, how many, how often, etc. So what is the structure then? We keep the interrogative structure. We have question word, auxiliary verb, subject, and the bare infinitive. How much does it cost? Why do you want this job? How often do you go to the dentist? Now let's see some time expressions which we use with present simple tense. These are words or sometimes longer expressions which are most commonly used with this tense. Time expressions for present simple tense are always, usually, normally, sometimes, often, frequently, rarely, seldom, and never. Also, every day, every week, every month, every year, once a day, once a week, twice a day, twice a week, and so on. When do we use present simple tense? The first and most popular usage is with habitual actions or repeated events. I get up at 8 o'clock every morning. I sometimes have fish for lunch. We also use it for general facts or truths. I live in London. Nurses look after patients in hospital. Ice melts at 0 degrees. We also use present simple tense for planned future actions, but only if these future actions are written on a timetable, program, diary, or something else. In other words, these actions must be scheduled. For example, the train leaves at 10 o'clock tomorrow. Let's say that now it is 5 o'clock in the afternoon the day before, but you're at the station and you're checking the timetable and you can see that tomorrow the train leaves at 10 o'clock. Because this is scheduled, we use present simple tense. Another example, the film starts at 7 p.m. You can check on the newspaper or on the internet the TV program for the channel that you want to watch, and you can see that tonight at 7 p.m. this film starts. These are the basics of what you have to know about present simple tense. If you like the video, you can give it a thumb up and you can subscribe for the channel for more videos related to grammar or vocabulary. Also, you can follow the English Stop on the other social media, Instagram and TikTok. There I upload different content and you may like it. Thank you so much for watching. See you at the next stop.